The attic has a ceiling made of starched and unread names, where the vellum smells of ancient bone and long extinguished flames. I carved a sanctuary out of ink and binding glue, polishing the silence while the world was passing through. I thought the quiet was a peak, a summit made of flint, but it was just a padded cell with a gray and scholarly tint. I built a cowardly peace behind a barricade of prose, ignoring every human pulse that the pavement dwellers knows. The optic nerve is coiled like a serpent on the shelf, strangled by the focus of the singular deep self. I turned the lenses inward till the silver started to peel, bleaching out the color of the things that I should feel. The gray fog is a vapor of the academic dregs, carrying my spirit on these hollowed out thin legs. My vision is a diagnostic of the light I'll never find. The technical perception of a deteriorating mind. There is no holy void in here, no golden threaded lace, just the cold geometry of a vacant windowless space. I am a shadow in a world of solid breathing forms, waiting for the stillness of the center of the storms. I took a lantern to the cellar, to the basement of the yard, seeking out a heartbeat under an internal leading sky. But I found a labyrinth of shards, a desert made of glass, watching the slow motion ghosts of my dead intentions pass. Every mirror is a fracture, every reflection is a lie, a lost reality blinking in a dead and dusty eye. I tried to touch the essence, but the anatomy is gone, unhooked from the humidity of the dusk and of the dawn. The price of the enlightenment is the killing of the nerve, the mapping of the silence in a long and downward curve. Love is a dead piece of the knot, accepting the proportions of the battle that I fought. The vision is the blindness is the fact. The final punctuation of an unexamined detonation. Literal. Still. The final unmaking of a desperate scholarly will. Just a shadow. Just a shadow. In the world of notice arrived on a starched white sheet, delivered by the rhythm of anonymous feet. A low-level gear in a grayscale design. I'm guarding a border on a crooked back line. They told me a sector, a place in my head, required an audit by the brilliant and dead. Superior eyes need a key to the bone to scan for the secrets I shouldn't have known. I'm reading the Mandy's between every space, looking for mercy in the dregs of the case. Are you ready? Are you ready? The intercom sighs, feeding the fever behind my wide eyes. The more I seek truth, the more I find grit. Watching the heavens and the foundation split. The system is smoke, a slow motion rinse, bleaching the features of my history since the day that the gray light started to settle, turning my vision to unpolished metal. I can see clearly that I'm going blind in the subterranean vaults of a stagnant day mind. No longer the master, no longer the lad, just a redundant entry that hasn't been read. A horizontal truth on a cold steel floor. I'm not the protagonist of my thoughts anymore. The blindness is the law. The blindness is the law. They drag me down deep where the oxygen's thin, to the cellar of salt where the trials begin. The demand was a razor, a clinical dream. Provide us the proof of a high self-esteem. Justify the presence, the weight and the breath in a courtroom designed for a functional death. But the jury was vacant, the bench was a ghost, just a lead-colored silence, acting as host. I shouted my value to the unbreathed air, but I couldn't find anyone listening there. Then the pressure arrived, a tectonic shift lodged in my brain where the logic used to drift. A high velocity throb, a biological debt. The only piece of evidence I haven't lost yet. The pain is the witness, the pain is the claim. A nameless transgression for a hollowed out name. It's an administrative cataract, thick and profound, pulling the marrow through the skin of the ground. I'm a decimal error in a ledger of lead, stifled by the volume of the things I unsaid. I can see clearly that I'm going blind in the subterranean vaults of a stagnant day mine. No longer the master, no longer the lead, just a rebugging entry that hasn't been read. I focus on old truth on a cold town floor. I'm not the protagonist of my thoughts anymore. I'm a stellar in a ledger of lead, stifled by the volume of the things I unsaid. I can see it, I whisper to the vacant lot. I can see that the blindness is finally there. No condemnation, no flag in the hand, just a misplaced file in a non-existent land. Misfound, erased. I'm the struggle and still the final unmapping of a bureaucratic I see it coming, I see it, the gray. The solitaire is a solvent for the logic in the line, staining all the timber of this life I thought was mine. The Nebulina is a bandage, cold road and thick and deep, a secret that the coastline was never meant to keep. There's a geological hunger drilling through the temple wall, mapping out the sequence of the slow motion fall. I call it the hiding place, a legacy of lead, stitched into the marrow of the things my Louis Tosego. The scream is a jagged edge blade cutting through the fabric of the masquerade. I realized the radiance was the thing that consumed the very same fire that the ancestry groomed. The light is a predator, the light is the thief, offering a terrifying whitewash relief. I unhooked the human, I unstitched the name, and surrendered my eyes to the high velocity flame. I am going blind to find the center of the glare, breathing in the heavy gauge static filled air. The blindness is a gateway, the blindness is a key, unlocking the monstrosity of the things I have to see, drowning in the mercury of an internal wings on the pavement, staring at the noon, listening to the frequency of a toxic colored tune. The eyes are white marble, the eyes are bone dry, a technical diagnostic of a windowless sky. I see the lines between, I see the shifting forms, buried in the quiet of the panoramic storms. No more connection, no more me, just a wide-eyed meridian of the things I have to be. I see it all, I see it all. The hiding place is hard. The kitchen is a cemetery of nouns today, where the vocabulary of the housewife rots away. Nausea is a climate, a humid, heavy gauge fog, clogging up the gears of the domestic cog. I'm blind, but not for lack of a flickering spark. I'm blind because the consciousness is shining too dark. It's an excess of light on the in the room, the neutral living pulse in the center of the gloom. The gray that clouds my temple is the matter of the real, the unorganized atoms of the things I cannot feel. The air is breathing beneath the floorboards and the skin of nameless vital presence, where the definition stand. It doesn't have a grammar, it doesn't have a grace, it's just the weight of the moment in a windowless space. I am blind to the theater, I am blind to the show, seeing the geography that the believers never know. The gray is in the shadow, it's the substance of the breath, the industrial product of a functional death. Excess of consciousness, the surgical glare, stripping off the features of the oxygen and air. I watch the dust motes dancing in a column of the sun, realizing the geometry of the self was finally undone. I looked between the lines of the routine and the chores and found the nervous waiting underneath the kitchen floors. Purposeless freedom is a cliff without an edge, a terrifying lightness on an intellectual edge. The pain in my brain is the pressure of the birth of a vision that requires the removal of the earth. I don't need the lenses or the silver of the eye to map the total vacuum of an internal sky. It's a violent epiphany, a cracking of the shell, the acoustics of the silence in a biological cell. The lost reality was just a starched and steady lie, a garment made of meanings that were tailored to die. My skull is a furnace where the language turns to grit, at the precise second where the soul and surface split. I'm not looking for a savior or a hand from the height. I'm the mother of the hollow in the center of the light. I am blind to the theater, I am blind to the show, seeing the geography that the believers never know. The gray is in a shadow, it's the substance of the breath, the industrial background of a functional death. Excess of consciousness is the surgical glare, stripping off the features of the oxygen and air. No consolo in the ruins, no comfort in the dregs. I am just a bit show on two hollowed out legs, breathing and hurting, dying and still, the final fulfillment of a mineral will. I am lying on the dirt, feeling the cold of the clay, washing the illusions of the record all away, resting in the silence that the noise once destroyed. Just an animal, just the end, empty and nature has a heavy hand and no sense of design, blunting the precision of every curated line. I'm losing the edges, the velvet and the lace, to a clumsy gray shadow in a windowless space. I used to be the centerpiece, the focus of the glare. Now the mirror is a ghost in the stagnant air. I thumb the sensory archives, the silk and the wine, trying to reconstruct a reality once mine. But the silvering is peeling, the reflection is cold, a masterpiece of absence that's already been sold. The pain of the lost is a rhythmic throb, a sensory heist that the elements rob. I can't find the shimmer, I can't find the heat, just the mineral silence of a total defeat. Nature lacks the taste to keep the focus in the eye, leaving me a winner under a low-budget sky. The Sinzo is the boredom, a cataract of the soul, taking back the luster that the vision once stole. It's the supreme exhaustion, a 1,000-watt sight fading into the vacuum in the middle of the night. I'm a scholar of the surface, a master of the play, watching all the colors of the record run away. The boredom is a fever, the gray is the law. I've drained the horizons, I've swallowed the glow, and navigating places where the commoners go. The retina is calloused, the optics are through, from the high velocity friction of the things I knew. Every stimulus is empty, every image is a ghost. The guest has been devoured by the hunger of the host. I'm hiding in the shadows of a starch-colored dream, listening to the silence of a high-definition scream. I longed for the center, I reached for the spark, to see between the lines in the thickening dark. I screamed, I can see, at the top of my breath, witnessing the anatomy of a functional death. But the revelation was a razor, a surgical part. I only saw the vulgarity of my own hollow heart. No gold in the marrow, no grace in the bone, just the most expensive version of being alone. Common and naked, vulgar and dry, the final punctuation of a long motion lie. The Sinzo is the bar.